Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture on discrete mathematical structures. In this lecture video, we'll be discussing about walk and their classification and also Königsberg bridge problem. So first we will define walk. So to define this walk, we must have a graph having at least one edge. So this walk is nothing but it's a finite alternative sequence of vertices and edges, and that sequence must begin with a vertex and end with a vertices. So those kind of sequence will be called as a walk. So for example, I'm taking a graph. This graph having at least one edge, and this graph is consisting of a finite alternating sequence of vertices and edges of the form vi, ej, vi plus 1, ej plus 1, vi plus 2, and so on, ek and vm. And we can see that this sequence begins with a vertex and end with a vertex, and it contains an alternative vertices and edges. So this kind of a sequence will be called as a walk. Okay, and in a walk, a vertex and edge can or both can appear more than once. So in walk, and vertex and edges can appear more than once, and the number of edges present in that walk will be called as a length of the walk. The number of edges present in that particular walk will be called as a length of the walk. So now we can some examples like how to identify walk and length of the graph. So we can see some graph here. This graph having 6 vertices and 8 edges. So in this graph I'm taking first sequence v1 e1 v2 e2 v3 e8 v6. So v1 e1 v2 e2 v3 e8. So it's a walk, and this walk is starting with a vertex v1 and ending with a vertex v6. So this is a walk, and this walk contains 3 edges. The length of this particular walk will be 3. I mean, it contains e1 e8 e2 e8, so it's a length of 3. So next sequence v1 e4 v5 e3 v2 e2 v3 e5 v5 e6 v4. So the walk is like this: v1 e1, it's moving like this, v2 e2 v3 e5 v5 e6 v4. So the length of this walk is given by 1 2 3 4 5, because it contains 5 edges here. The length of this particular walk will be equal to 5, and we can note that the vertex v5 is repeated here, but no edge is repeated. Next one, the sequence v1 e1 v2 e3 v5 e3 v2 e2 v3. So v1 e1 v2 e3 v5, again it is going for e3 only. Again it is coming for v2 e2 v3. So it's a walk of length 4, since it contains 4 edges here of length 4, and edge e3 is repeated, and the vertex v2 also repeated here. So now the vertex of a walk which begins and ends, I mean a particular walk having the initial vertex and the terminal vertex, I mean the starting vertex, it begins with same vertex and ending with same vertex. So those kind of vertex will be called will be called as an open walk. Sorry, closed walk. Okay, a particular walk which is starting with the same vertex and ending with the same vertex will be called as an open walk, and the same walk it is starting with different vertex and ending with different vertex will be called as an open walk. For example, we can see here this graph having v1 e1 v2 v3 v5 e4 v1. The starting vertex and ending vertex are same. It is nothing but a closed walk. So now same walk, a v1 e1 v2 e2 v3 e5 v5 is there. So starting vertex is different, ending vertex is different. So this kind of walk will be called as an open walk. So next is trial and circuit. In a walk, and vertices or edges can appear more than once. So it's an open walk. No edge appear more than once will be called as a trail. Okay, so I'm taking an open walk here. An open walk with no edge is repeated more than once. So those kind of walk will be called as a trail. I mean no repeated edges must be there in that particular walk will be called as a trail. And I'm taking a closed walk in which no edge appear more than once will be called as a circuit. So I'm taking a closed walk, so it is nothing but the starting vertex and ending vertex must be same with no edges repeated will be called as a circuit. So I'm taking open walk with the starting vertex and ending vertex are different and no edge is repeated, so those kind of walk will be called as a trail. Example we can see here, I'm taking it two figures here. It's not a trail, it's a trail. Like y means the graph is an open walk. Its graph is an open walk because the walk is like v1 e1 v2 e3 v5 e3 v2 e2 v3, but it's not a trail because the edge e3 is repeating here. The edge e3 is repeating in this walk, so it is not a trail. And we can see here this graph having the walk like v1 e4 v5 e3 v2 e2 v5 e5 e6 v4, right? So this graph this open walk is a trail. This open walk is a trail. This is because here no edge is repeating, so it is a trail. So next is this figure. We can see that this figure is not a circuit, but this is a circuit. Why? Because in this graph the walk v1 e1 v2 e3 v5 e3 v2 e2 v3 e5 v5 e4 v1 is a closed walk but not a circuit because here this e3 is repeating, so it is not a circuit. But in the figure B, v1 e1 v2 e3 v5 e5 v3 e7 v4 e6 v5 e4 v1 is a closed walk and no edge is repeating here, so it is a circuit. Next is path and cycle. A trial in which no vertex appear more than once will be called as a path. Okay, to define a path, I am taking a trial. So trial in the sense it must be an open walk. An open walk with no edge is called a trial. So now a trial in which no vertex appear more than once will be called as a path. So then the path in the sense take an open walk. The open walk not having no edge is repeating, no vertex is repeating will be called as a path. So next is a cycle. To define cycle, I am taking a circuit in which the terminal vertex does not appear is an internal vertex and no vertex is present more than once will be called as a cycle here. So I am taking a closed walk here. So here no vertex is repeating, so it will be called as a cycle. Example we can see. So this graph is a path and this is not a path. This is because this trial contains v1 e1 v2 e3 v5 e5 v3 e7 e4 as a trial and here no vertex is repeated, so it is a path. But in this trial v1 e4 v5 e3 v2 e2 v3 e5 v5 e6 v4 the vertex v5 is repeating here, so this trial is not a path. Cycle and not a cycle. So the circuit in the first figure v2 e2 v3 e5 v5 e3 v2 is a cycle because here this v2 is not repeating anywhere in between, so it is a cycle. But you can see here v2 e1 v4 v1 e4 v5 e5 v3 e7 v4 e6 v5 e3 v2, so it's not a path because the vertex v5 is repeating here. v5 is there here also, v5 is there here also, so this circuit is not a cycle since v5 is repeating. So next is connected and disconnected graph. So I can say that the graph G is a connected graph if each pair of distinct vertices in the graph G are connected. Otherwise this graph G will be called as a disconnected graph. For example, we can see here this is a figure A and this is a figure B. We can say that this figure A is a connected graph because all the vertices are interconnected here. But this graph B is not a connected graph because there is no path between V1 and V4. So this is not a connected graph. So next is Euler circuit and Euler trials. So to define this one, I'll be taking a connected graph. So now the circuit in the connected graph G that contain all the edges of G1, then the circuit will be called as an Euler circuit in G. So if there is a trial in G that contains all the edges of the G, then that trial will be called as an Euler trial. So next one, it's the same thing for Euler circuit also. A connected graph that contains an Euler circuit will be called as an Euler graph, and a connected graph that contains Euler trail will be called as a semi-Euler graph. So next one is the important one, that is Königsberg bridge problem. Actually, this problem has been unsolved for many years. So this problem has been found in the year 1736 by Euler, and this problem has been solved with the help of graph and gave the solution also. So this was the help of the graph and that gave the problem with the help of graph theory concept. So first check the problem. So in this graph we can see that it having four partitions A, B, PQ, and this A, B, PQ denotes the land areas of the city divided by with this bridges. So where this AB are the banks of the river and PQ are Iceland. So now with this condition I'm going to construct a graph by treating these four land areas are four vertices and these seven bridges as the edges of the graph. So after plotting that four vertices and seven edges, I got this graph. So now this graph having degree of A is equal to degree of B is equal to degree of Q is equal to 3 and degree of 5 is equal to degree of P is equal to 5. And these all degrees are not even here. Therefore, the graph doesn't have an Euler circuit. This means that there does not exist closed walk that contains all the edges exactly once. So this amounts of saying that it is not possible to walk over all the seven bridges exactly once. So hence it's not a closed walk. Thank you.